What's up? We're in the next part, you guys. You know, the products, go check out the previous part to gauge your bearings. The products of heaven, or the products recommended by heaven, are always the best because they come from the God of the universe who knows how things work, okay? And this is something that I was given guidance through heaven to acquire, and the results have already been ridiculous, okay? Like, as in through the roof, as in I'm climbing Mount Everest, as in we're not even cold, we're not getting frostbites, we are chilling, okay? They've really killed it for me, guys. They're giving everything excellent, necessary, acquainted with the Holy Spirit, and so therefore it can do no wrong. Like, y'all need to get, I've been helped by the God of the universe, and I'm here to help you get helped too. My prayer at the end of this is that you won't just rush to the store where I got these, the China Mart, and so therefore you don't benefit your skins, but that you will also get some Jesus, because it is Christ that led me in this way, and it is Christ that is also helping me help women marry well and not money. Like, literally, guys, when you get to a certain age, all the money you have acquired becomes a snare. When there is no love in your life, when there is no happiness, no joy, you can't really truly enjoy motherhood. When you hate your husband, or when you hate how you now look because you never quite got to enjoy your glory years due to just bad decision making, when you no longer have any of your friends, you can't enjoy marriage. You, like, who do you share memories with? Like, 15 years ago, everybody in my life was much happier, even though they were a lot more broke. They didn't have much money. They were still on the come up, struggling to get interviews at organizations. Now they get like headhunted because they've got so much experience and they're so well versed in what they do. Yet with all of that sought afterness, they are unhappy, and they covered kids, they covered the youth, because the youth are yet to make the mistakes that they've made, and money did that. Literally, they pierced themselves with many pains. So get yourself some virtue, and then everything else will be added to you. Seek first the kingdom. So now let's get back into what it is that the Lord gave me in terms of a serum set that has really done well for me. I went online to Google research, try and find out how to layer these, whether or not I can layer them all at the same time. Some people agree that I can, others not so much. So I decided that I'm gonna do my own thing, and it has worked. It has worked, you guys. I've been on this for a month, and so far I've got about maybe another month to go on the serums that are left. Remember, I said to you guys that I wanted to check if it was gonna work after 5 months, but I think I've got good enough results after just 1 month to basically give my results, okay, to give my counsel in this regard. The serums that I purchased them maybe perhaps exactly 1 month ago, and I still have half the bottle left. So each serum set lasts me 2 months. I can safely say lasts me 2 months. So this here is going to be sitting packaged, unopened for another month before I move on to it. All right, now my layering, I'm going to explain it to you, and the results and the benefits, I'm also going to have to explain them to you, how it is that you're going to be able to figure out whether or not they've worked, guys. I do videos a lot, I record, and I upload almost every single day. Recently I haven't been because I've been stranded and stuck in sorrow and whatnot. You just go look at my own older videos. Just look at my older videos to see if there's a difference in my skin texture, skin tone. Recently I have not sported any acne because I've done a really great job at keeping that at bay. The Lord has helped me out. But just in terms of like skin texture, like the, what do you call this thing? How taut my skin, call this thing, guys? Firmness, yeah, skin firmness and whatnot, and also the radiance. Thank you, that's the word. Radiance. Yeah, that's changed. That has changed, and I think you can see it from my other videos. I'm sorry, I'm not going to put a before and after, guys, because I'm busy and I'm sad. Okay, just go check out one of my old videos. Older, and by old I mean like the 2 months, not even 2, because I only started using this a month ago, and compare the results with this face that you're looking at right now. Okay, and you'll be able to see that, well, whatever she's doing is working. Okay, cool beans and bananas. Remember, the skincare that I am on right now, whatever I've done has cleared also acne. So this is beneficial even for you there who is a teenager struggling with like that hard knock hormonal acne. I believe the Lord has regulated my endocrine system to get rid of acne, and teenage acne is hormonal largely because of all the changes that are happening in your body. So too is, I guess, premenstrual syndrome acne, also hormonal. That acne that you get around your neck and your chin area, maybe even your cheeks, it's hormonal. And I have not gotten PMS acne. I don't eat that which pops out just before my period. And I've also, well, I mean, of course I'm not a teenager anymore, so I never even had acne as a teenager. I just got really stressed out and I got it as an adult. And that season was eradicated. The stress that caused all that acne, God used the advice or the counsel that I gave you guys in my previous parts to deal with it. So I have conquered in the past year and a half acne that is hormonal, alongside just giving myself a radiance, like, yeah, just glory of skin, pertness, radiance, dewy. I'm not quite where I want to be with the whole dewy skin thing, but yeah, I've gotten more or less what it is that I want in that regard. So I think I could be really good for teens as well, and I would recommend for teenagers to listen to me because they are yet to make the mistakes that many of my friends made, and so if I can be a spiritual inspiration to you alongside help you clear your skin, we're good. Okay, it took, with those drinks that I was drinking, about a year for my skin to completely clear, with me getting nothing new even around my period, and my hair over about a year and a half to 2 years has done some miraculous things, but I spoke about that in the previous part, so we're not going to dive into it now. This, I don't really know. Look, hyaluronic acid is naturally produced by our skin, and so too is vitamin C. I think safe for kids, but I don't know about retinol. No matter what is this, Roaccutane, which they give to teenagers to clear acne, is vitamin A, isn't it? It is, yeah. So I think retinol is also okay if you're a kid, but just please go look for it, go check it out, because I know that there are some creams that they recommend you only start using over 35 or over 40 or whatever, so I don't want to put no teenager on an anti-aging regimen. Next thing they be out, you're complaining. Okay, cool beans and banana. So let me just show you what on the world under heaven has happened. Guys, I bet you can tell that it's gotten a little bit darkish. It's because the sun is setting, so have mercy. This is a serum set that I got for nothing but 120 rands. I'm not lying. That's 120. It was 120 bucks last time. It was 120 bucks this time. Prices did not change. A month ago it was 120 bucks, and it's a face serum set. It is made up of vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, and retinol. And the retinol is at 2.5%. Some might argue that that is heavy. Guys, it is 2.5, ne? Last time I checked. I don't want to open this, but the one in the house shows, I think it's 2%. Yeah, 2.5. The retinol is at 2.5%. That is a little high. I'm not gonna lie, but I've been putting actives on my face for a very long time. One of the actives, so my face was already used to actives. It didn't give me grief, I didn't peel, I didn't get any such thing because I've been using actives. One of the actives I've been using, salicylic acid in my face wash, the kojic acid, that is an active, that face wash that I told you about. What else is an active? Believe it or not, this is an active. I feel tingling on my face when I put this on, even though it's natural from the garden. Initially when I started using this, my skin used to burn, so go figure. Alright, the aloe vera is an active on my face. So too was a benzoyl peroxide. I used that for years. I used benzoyl peroxide on my face for years, and before I was made broken, poor, and just basically devastated and deadbeat, I used to use Differin mixed with benzoyl peroxide. It was called the BD protocol that I got from my dermatologist, but I stopped using Differin because I didn't see a difference in my life. Some people might argue that Differin is really great, but with me I didn't. So basically the first time that I started to really feel the effect of actives on my face, like I was burning, like somebody who had just poured hydrochloric acid on my face, was when I started the BD protocol, the benzoyl peroxide and Differin protocol from my dermatologist years ago, before I even lost my career. So we could safely say about 10 years ago was when I was my first encounter with actives on my face. I was put on Roaccutane. After getting off it, the dermatologist put me on benzoyl peroxide with Differin, and that was my introduction to actives. And ever since then, the one active that has stayed in my skincare regimen only up until recently was benzoyl peroxide. And so the thing about actives is, once you have used one active for a long amount of time on your face, the rest of the actives that you experiment with tend to be less intense with you, if you know what I mean. They don't burn you as quick, as easily. You deal, you know what I mean? You deal. So my skin knows actives, and it knows them well. Oh yeah, this here has an active in it. It's glycolic acid, right? Glycolic acid is in this like acne scar care treatment thing from Dischem, which I have stopped using, by the way, because of introducing these babies. Like, I can't have 20 million actives on my face, so I stopped using this because I used to also use it in conjunction with the benzoyl peroxide, but I have stopped benzoyl peroxide, period, and I've also stopped this. So there's some left. You can take it. It did work to clear my dark skin, my dark spots, but you know, we can't, yeah guys, like one thing at a time. Otherwise, how are you gonna isolate what works and what doesn't? All right, very well. So the glycol, the salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, different. Guys, I've been using actives. I don't know what was on the aloe, but some kind of active because it tingles on my skin. Like, yeah, I could go on. And there are also actives in like household ingredients. At some point I was experimenting with like an egg mask every single day and it started to burn. So my face knows actives. And I know also now when to stop. Oh, I also was using that hyaluronic acid with 3 essential ceramides. What do you call this thing? Face wash, face cream. Yeah, CeraVe also has actives, and I told you that they also burned my eyes. One of the biggest reasons why I also stopped with that moisturizer is because it fell into my eyes and it got, I was uncomfortable like all day long, so I stopped. All right, but it's otherwise quite an excellent moisturizer. Now that you know my history with actives, I would not recommend you go in with the retinol every day and just slather it on like, you know, you Rambo or Schwarzenegger the way that I did. Because I am properly Rambo. I am Schwarzenegger when it comes to actives. I can afford to go in full throttle with any active because my skin is active central. It's just used to actives. Even in suffering, I have somehow managed to maintain at least one active on my face. Benzoyl peroxide. Salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide have just been on my face interchangeably, even glycolic acid interchangeably for some time now. Alright, there was a time when I was using a Portia M toner that had glycolic acid in it, so I'm that actives girl. We have put that out there as a disclaimer. So don't use these like you're falling off a mountain, because then you're gonna get hurt. If you're not Kanabo, if you're not Rambo, if you're not used to using actives, I would greatly recommend that you perhaps do this once every maybe 3 days, or maybe even once a week first, and then only build up your skin's tolerance to it over time. But I just went in full throttle. First I tried, like I thought, because of me using them, layering them the way that I did, I was scared that I would start to burn, but then I realized that I wasn't burning. If anything, I was missing out on the benefits of it because I was underestimating just how tolerant of actives my skin is. Alright, now the retinol serum is 2.5%. That might sound low, if at all, you know, you think the number 2 is low, but understand that it's quite high for retinol. It's high. Usually it comes at 0.5% or 1%. This one is 2.5. It's 2.5. So don't be playing with it. Use it once a week first. And I know that this is a thing because when I first used the retinol serum, well, pretty much the concoction combination here, initially when I used them, I felt a slight tingling, just a slight, like it was ever so slight. Okay, for me to feel a slight tingle is a lot because my skin is so used to actives. So you're not gonna feel a slight tingle, you're just gonna feel a burn. That's what's good. And my skin is so used to actives that I didn't even peel at all initially. So yeah, let's just put that out there. Vitamin C, I've got this combination is vitamin C, it's hyaluronic acid, and it's also retinol. And the ingredients list is what made me buy them. The ingredients list is what made me purchase them. I don't know if I should close the door. Yes. If I close the door, it just gets too dark. I'm very, very uncomfortable now that I don't have privacy. You know, I hate that I have no privacy. And even this thing that I'm doing wouldn't be so uncomfortable if I had actual support and people who did not hate everything I do around me. Anyway, whatever, cool. So we're gonna go on and explain what's going on here. This is 2.5%. That's the retinol. That's the hyaluronic acid, and this is the vitamin C. What made me make a decision to purchase this, it's called a face serum set, by the way. This is what it looks like. Alright, yeah, like nothing much else extra here other than this is what it looks like, so you will know when you go there what it looks like. Yeah, okay. 30 what's 30 milliliters? It's 30 milliliters. Every one of these is 30 milliliters. So the ingredients list across all of these are exactly the same except for the vitamin C component or the hyaluronic acid component or the retinol component. Okay, so what made me make a decision to purchase them was reading the ingredients list. Okay, and let me just read you the vitamin C ingredients list. It says water, glycerin, propylene glycol, erythritol, whatever, glycereth 26, PEG/PPG 17.6, copolymer polymer, PEG12 dimethicone, acrylates, acrylate crosser, okay, that. And then BIS PEG18 methyl ether dimethyl silane, trethanolamine, okay, wow, xanthan gum, 3,0-ethyl ascorbic acid, that's where the vitamin C comes in. And then dipotassium glyceride, methyl paraben sodium hyaluronate, PEG40 hydrogenated castor oil, and then fragrance. I am literally past trying to get anything that has no fragrance, especially if you're going to get it cheaply. You can dream. Alright, that is the vitamin C. Now the ingredients list are pretty much the same across the board, and the only thing that changes with hyaluronic acid is no guys, I really don't want to like wrap out, like sit here for like ever in a day, but it's basically the addition of the ingredients that would make for hyaluronic acid. And similarly too with the retinol, there's like a price tag here with the ingredient, dear retinol. Oh goodness, I was experimenting when I purchased this. I don't want to open this, for crying out loud. Guys, y'all just gotta trust me. Okay, no, you don't have to trust me. For 120 bucks, you can, well, this is not even 120 rands. It is 120 divided by 3. So it's 40 rands each, okay? I bought a vitamin C serum for 40 rands, a hyaluronic acid serum for 40 rands, and a retinol 2.5% serum for 40 rands. 40. Okay, because they all come dilitre. I'm trying to break this away so I can read the ingredients here on the ingredients are written underneath the label, so I can't read them with the label being there. Nonetheless, guys, look, you're just gonna have to believe me, okay? Like I told you, all the ingredients in here are the same, except for the concentrates of either vitamin C or hyaluronic acid or retinol. Okay, look, whatever, I can't. I literally can't. I don't know what I am doing. I don't want to tear this because it's not open, and I don't want to open it because I've got another one. I want to keep it packaged. That's basically what I'm getting at. And yeah, this I package in the house in room temperature because I know how sensitive vitamin C is to like weird stuff, so I can't keep it in here where it tends to get really hot sometimes. Okay guys, I feel like I'm wasting your time here by just like, yeah, I am. I'm absolutely wasting your time. Y'all can read this yourselves when you do finally go there, if you do go there. No, but I feel like I'm robbing you. What in the world? Earring, an earring? An earring, listening. Yeah, some earring. What? Look, I'm trying to inspire women to be less lovers of money, okay? It's gonna hurt you. Because sometimes in the feel panda, I'm a serums. You're gonna lose yourself. Like, is that basic? Lose yourself. Retinol palminate. That's the thing that they added with the retinol. It's the L-ascorbic acid for the vitamin C, and for the hyaluronic acid, it's well, pretty much the whole mix is a bit of a hyaluronic acid mix. But there's something here that's different. I can't figure out what. But I've read you the ingredients in vitamin C, and I've told you how they blanket applied it. I was like, well, I mean, for 40 bucks, really, what's it gonna hurt? It's only probably gonna hurt if at all it causes me to break out into the chubaba. That's what's gonna hurt. My face is gonna break apart and fall into a million pieces. That's what's gonna hurt, okay? But in terms of pocket, it ain't gonna hurt. So I bought them, all right? And these 3 serums, I've been using them for a month, and the result is this. They've made my face pop. I don't know how else to show you. I wish the sun was still out shining, but you know, we are restricted in that regard in terms of lighting. 1 minute. I just switched on some light there in the corner, and I don't know if it made a difference. Did it? Didn't. I think it did. Okay, whatever. Yeah, my face looks really good. The earlier parts of the day when I was recording with like natural lighting, that should speak greater volumes as to what my skin currently looks like. But you know, right now we're dealing with a setting sun. This serum set, how I use it: first I wash my face. I've already been speaking for 22 minutes. Let's move to the next part.